talk about the economic stimulus and politics in South Carolina. And he said to me, and I said to him almost simultaneously, something big is going on in this country. Something big. You know, I am so blessed and privileged to reach millions of people every week on the radio show. And so I had an invitation to about 12 different cities to go to these tea parties. Atlanta, Los Angeles, and New York, and a whole bunch of different invitations. And I kept saying from day one, no. I'm going to be in the upstate of South Carolina. Because as the upstate goes, so goes the country. You see, I met my precious wife here. I lived here. I cut my teeth in radio here. And you know what? I can't ever find enough good reasons to come back. I run out of reasons. I don't care. I'll come back here to get my hair cut. Because this is where America resides. The patriots, the love of God, of country, of state. You're what America is all about. And this is the only place I'd be for a tea party, and it gives me a great honor to be a part of this with you and this wonderful sea of humanity. Now, let's just hope the Greenville News doesn't report there were 267 people here. Because I think we have a few more. You know, I got a lot of people in Washington who are close to the Obama administration. And they tell me, listen, we may not agree with your side, but it is a fact that the White House is aware of this. The White House is watching. The White House knows you're here. You know, President Obama is nothing if not a pragmatist. And whether he likes it or not, he can ignore thousands of people coming out to the front of the Bilo Center on a Friday night in Greenville, South Carolina. He knows. He gets it. We know he gets it. And you know what? We're not going to take it anymore. We're going to fight back. We're going to fight back. Now, that doesn't mean we're fighting back violently. We're going to fight back with ideas. We're going to fight back with an ideology that means less spending, less government, lower taxes. We're going to take our country back. And we're going to do it one day at a time, one person at a time, one event at a time. This isn't the end, by the way. You know, I am so proud that the Upstate Young Republicans put this event together for 2 days after the Tea Party Day. You know why? Because this proves that this movement is just growing. This is just starting. We're just beginning. Now, I'm not going to take a lot of your time. I'm here to remind you about a couple of things. First of all, these Upstate Young Republicans are amazing. They put this event together, and they got some flack, a little bit of criticism. Well, maybe you should do it on Wednesday. By the way, judging by this, I think they picked the right day, didn't they? And Governor Sanford told me today, and Senator DeMint told me today, that this is where they want to be because they know they're with God's people, because this is God's work. This is a big deal. This is about a love of country. This is about a love of patriotism. This is about what this country was founded on. And this country is being fueled right now by young people. I want to tell you something about the young people that I see in this crowd and the Upstate Young Republicans. Look at these young people. Look at all these young people here. I'm going to tell you something. The Upstate Young Republicans can use your help. And they're going to pass a bucket around, and they've got some buckets over here to the right, to my right, never to my left, to my right. And anything you can give to help this great organization would be grateful. We would be grateful because this is a bunch of young people with well, not some of them young. Some of them are 71 years old young, 71 young, ladies and gentlemen, but great people. And you know what? Do what you can to help the Upstate Young Republicans. Do what you can to thank the young people who are here. And I want to personally tell every young person here, young man there in the military fatigues, all of you, you're learning something that you'll never learn in a classroom tonight. You're learning about this country. You're learning about a grassroots revolution. And please know that I can vouch for a couple of the people that you have heard from. Governor Sanford, by the way, the real deal. This guy's the real deal. And I tell him, Governor Sanford, can you run for president, please? Huh? I'm sorry. When I told the governor today in his office in Columbia, and by the way, this has been a lot of fun. Charleston to Columbia, up to Greenville. Thank goodness for this little SATS air that are flying me around the state because we can make it from city to city. But I told the governor, you might be getting a little bit of flack here in South Carolina, but as I travel around the country, whether you like it or not, you are beloved and appreciated and respected and admired for what you're doing all over the country. In a couple of minutes, you're going to hear from Senator Jim DeMint. And Senator DeMint, again, our kind of people. He gets it. He gets it. He loves the state. He loves as Governor Sanford does, he loves the hardworking people who are living from paycheck to paycheck. He gets it. He's another guy. My buddies at Fox News Channel, Sean Hannity's always telling me, can you get me DeMint? Can you get me DeMint? Can I get more DeMint? So Fox loves him because he sends a message to the American people that we get, that we understand, that we appreciate. I'm going to head over afterwards, by the way, after I speak, to a little table because I'm selling books, and I think the book title fits. We brought it back out of print. Surrounded by Idiots Fighting Liberal Lunacy in America. And I'm signing the book and selling the book for $20, and all the proceeds go to Gallagher's Army, which is the Mike Gallagher Show Charitable Foundation, which benefits our troops and their families and those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. So if you want to come over, we brought about 100 books in a box in the back of the little SATS airplane. Took us a little longer to get here because of the box of books, but we made it. So we got some books over there, right over there by that light standard. I'd love to shake your hand and meet you in person, and thank you for being here. Coming up now is a guy that gives me great pleasure to introduce. Now, you might not always agree with him on the radio, but that's just the way he likes it. He and I go back a long time, and when I was a little bit younger, starting out in local radio, Russ and I would tell each other, we're just straightening deck chairs we're just straightening the deck chairs on the deck of the Titanic together. And that's we're not doing that anymore. We're not straightening deck chairs on the Titanic anymore. Now we're blowing those deck chairs right off the side of the bow and we're trying to fight for our country. He is a guy whose voice you've come to rely on and count on. He's a guy who Lisa likes to smack around and keep him in line every morning. But he's a guy who truly loves the Upstate. He is one of our own. He's the local pride and joy of the Upstate of South Carolina and the morning show host on News Radio WORD. Let's hear it for the one and only